The world expected elegance, tradition, and a flawless royal ceremony. Crystal chandeliers, golden arches, and centuries of Spanish heritage set the stage for Princess Leonor's wedding. But what unfolded went far beyond expectation. Behind the glamour, secrets and emotions swirled in ways Europe had never seen. From the moment she stepped into the cathedral, all eyes were on the future queen. The delicate shimmer of her gown, the intricate lace of her veil, every detail was perfection. Yet it wasn't the dress or the jewels that captured the world, it was the young princess herself. Her gaze carried anticipation, nervousness, and a quiet strength that hinted at the responsibilities she would soon bear. The chapel held a hush deeper than any crowd had anticipated. Guests leaned in, eager for every nuance, every expression. Cameras flashed, yet some of the most important moments would never be captured. A subtle touch of her mother's hand, a reassuring nod from her father, the shared glance with her sibling, these intimate gestures spoke volumes about the bonds holding her steady in the spotlight. Her groom approached, calm and steady, yet he too felt the weight of the moment. Their eyes met, and for an instant, the centuries of monarchy, the expectations of a nation, and the scrutiny of the world melted away. There was only them, two hearts joining under the gaze of history. The vows began. Each word resonated with love and duty, layered with meaning that only those closest could fully grasp. I, Leonor, take you, her voice was soft, yet every syllable carried power. When she said, I do, it was more than a promise to a partner, it was a declaration to a nation that a new era of Spanish royalty had arrived, one infused with warmth, humanity, and courage. Tears ran freely in the chapel. Queen Letizia's composed exterior cracked for the briefest moment, revealing the profound pride and emotion of a mother witnessing her daughter step into destiny. King Felipe's smile was quiet but commanding, radiating a legacy of love and continuity. Even seasoned royal observers whispered that this ceremony was unlike any other, a fusion of tradition, intimacy, and raw, human emotion. Outside, the balcony scene unfolded as thousands gathered to witness history in motion. Flags waved, crowds cheered, yet Leonor's expression remained composed, reflective. She understood the gravity of the day, not just the spectacle, but the symbolic weight carried by a princess about to become a queen. Behind closed doors, private moments revealed the heart beneath the crown. Soft laughter with her closest friends, whispered words to her spouse, tender embraces with her family, these were the moments that revealed the woman behind the royalty. Despite the layers of ceremony, the humanity of the bride shone unmistakably. The reception blended opulence with intimacy. Diplomats, royals, and dignitaries filled the hall, but the energy gravitated toward the couple. Subtle glances, shared smiles, and quiet touches communicated more than speeches ever could. It was a celebration that honored tradition while allowing the bride and groom to exist within their own world, carving out space for personal connection amid centuries of expectation. King Felipe's toast captured the essence of the day. He spoke of legacy, unity, and love, but the quiet moments, Leonor's glance toward her father, a brief nod exchanged with her mother, spoke volumes. They communicated reassurance, pride, and trust in the next generation. As night fell, the palace quieted, yet the echoes of the day persisted. Streets of Madrid were alive with celebration, fireworks illuminating the sky. Within the palace, Leonor and her spouse shared their first private moments together as husband and wife. Words were few, but each gesture, the brush of a hand, the soft smile, the shared laughter, carried profound significance. They were no longer merely a princess and her partner, they were co-authors of a story that would shape a nation. Yet beneath the splendor and applause, the pressures of monarchy lingered. Questions about the future, scrutiny from the world, and the weight of history created a quiet tension. Could Leonor navigate her role as a queen while embracing personal happiness? Her composure and grace offered a confident answer, yes. As dawn approached, the media captured the final images of the day, yet many of the most compelling moments would remain unseen. The headlines would read of glamour, elegance, and tradition, but those who witnessed the day intimately understood that its true essence lay in the quiet human connections, the laughter, the tears, and the courage to embrace love and duty simultaneously. In a moment of solitude, Leonor sat by a window, reflecting on the whirlwind of her wedding. The dress, the crowns, the applause, they were symbols of ceremony. But what mattered most was the love she had embraced, the family bonds strengthened, and the history she had stepped into with poise and humanity. She whispered to herself and to the generations before her, "I will honor this. I will lead with my heart." The world had watched a princess, yet behind the glamour, they had witnessed the making of a queen. Spain would never forget this day, not for its extravagance alone, but for the humanity, intimacy, and emotion that transformed a royal wedding into a story of love, resilience, and legacy. Because behind every crown, beyond every ceremony, the most unforgettable moments are always the ones that reveal the heart. And in the end, Princess Leonor's wedding was more than a celebration. It was history, love, and truth, all finally exposed.